All right, so I'm going to set the scene of the workday snapshot. It's Friday at 4:47 p.m. and you're like, yeah, it's finally Friday afternoon. Your last meeting is over. You've answered all the urgent emails. Your calendar is finally quiet and you close your laptop almost. Then you notice the 3 sticky notes. 2 meetings that you never scheduled, 2 meeting notes that you never filed, and a follow-up email that you flagged on Tuesday. An action item that you were going to remember, a notebook that's still open from Wednesday, and you look at the clock and think that's a Monday problem. Well, now Monday is here and something urgent happens. Tuesday gets busy. By Wednesday, you're already behind and now it's Friday. You're wondering why your system never seems to stay organized. I used to think I just wasn't disciplined enough to keep my system going. But eventually, I started to notice something else. So let's do a corporate reset. Most people don't abandon systems because they're lazy. They abandon them because the maintenance feels daunting. I used to think maintaining my system meant finding hours every day. It doesn't. What overwhelmed me wasn't maintaining my system. It was trying to recover after I let everything pile up. 2 completely different things. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is making sure your system doesn't drift so far that resetting it seems overwhelming. And that realization completely changed the way I felt about maintaining my system. All right, so I'm going to give you another principle that I've come up with, and it's called the executive reset. One of the most valuable habits I've ever built is not a daily habit. It's a weekly one. I call it my executive reset. It's not complicated. It's not a 2-hour planning session. It's simply a short routine that reconnects me to my work at the end of the week. So think about what happens when you reset your kitchen every evening. You're not remodeling the kitchen. You're not deep cleaning the entire house. You're simply just putting back things where they belong. And that just makes tomorrow start earlier. I really feel your work deserves the same kind of attention because consistency always beats intensity. The goal is not creating the perfect week. The goal is just making next week easier. So I want to give you a real world story. And I'm going to be really honest with you. I still use sticky notes. I always will. Sometimes an idea pops into my head during a meeting. Sometimes I'm walking between conference rooms. Sometimes I would be just kind of switching between meetings or different conference rooms, and I just needed to capture something really quickly. So the sticky note isn't the problem, but what I started noticing over time, so I kept writing the same kind of things on a sticky note, and those were things that I just didn't immediately know where they belonged. So that wasn't a sticky note problem, that was feedback. It meant that I discovered a gap in my system. So maybe I didn't have a place for that information yet. Maybe my work had changed, and maybe my system needed to evolve. So instead of blaming myself, I started to get curious. If I noticed the same pattern happening week over week, I didn't try to become more disciplined, I improved the system. So eventually, those sticky notes started disappearing. Not because I stopped using them, but my system has grown in a way that support my new need. But my system has actually grown in a way that actually supported my work. And that completely changed the way I think about maintenance. Maintenance isn't just keeping your system organized, it's paying attention to what your work is teaching you. All right, so let's see the system in action. So let me show you what the executive reset actually looks like.
So I'll give you a quick little overview of like the executive reset here. So again, I don't rebuild my system every Friday. I really just kind of like reconnect with it. So I go through and I review, the meeting notes. So say this is the current, it's Friday the 22nd. So I'm like, oh, let me look here. Okay, we had a couple action items. Yep, got that. Training module, yeah, I accomplished that. I got that, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just kind of like looking through it, right? And then when I go to set up my the command center for the next week, I'm copying, pasting this. So it's like, Control C, copy, paste, and then put it in here. And what you're going to see, so what you see is like a lot of times you have reoccurring meetings. So every Wednesday you have a project update for, the pipe, or every Tuesday you have a pipeline review meeting. So when you copy and paste it, the links are already kind of there and you just have to modify them. So you'll see here, so last Tuesday I had an NPD pipeline review and a one-off, and then I had a meeting that I used my one-off file for in a board meeting. But this new Tuesday, I still have my NPD review, but I have another project meeting. Maybe that's in every other week, but I don't have the board meeting. So all I did was delete the board meeting and add the new one, right? So it's really fast because naturally as you start to, use it and it evolves, it's copy and paste, and then you just update the different meetings rather than every meeting. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it does. And then just really when you're going through it, you're like, oh, you can look at You can look at your project notes and your links, make sure like, oh, I remember I added a new meeting or a new project dashboard. So let me go in and get that. And I'm just going to put it here because I want to make sure that I have that new project documented in my links. And then if someone asks me for them, I can just grab it from there, right? I don't have to like go find it in my calendar. It's just a clean list of all the project sites or project links I have. The other aspect of it is because I have my projects here, then I already know what's going on, what the priorities are, have my team members' projects in here, right? So I know what we're all working on. And I'm like, oh shoot, I need to prioritize that project so-and-so is working on because I have a feeling it's falling behind a little bit, right? So this, again, it's not so much that it takes a ton of time to update it every week. It really only takes me like maybe 10 minutes, I would say at the most, because all week I'm using it, right? Like I depend on my system. I go into my meeting notes and I throw action items or agenda topics in there when I'm in a meeting for something else and it comes up, right? Or so it's not so much that I'm going through every single one of these pages every Friday or before the following week starts. I'm using it throughout the week, so it's automatically maintaining itself. And really the only like full-on maintenance I have to do is just copy and paste this week so I can keep my calendar up to date and like this mapping over to my Outlook calendar because it's just the date and the meeting topic is how I kind of index the two systems together. So really, again, it's like, I would 10, 15 minutes at the most, and it's really just enough to keep it healthy. I'm not obsessing. I'm not always adding new features. Again, I'll only add a feature if like I'm noticing a gap in my system, but that's not a maintenance thing. That's like I've decided objectively I'm going to do this, so I'm going to take some time to update it. So again, it's just copy paste, copy the week, paste it following. So this is what it would look like. And then you just like remove the links that don't apply and update the actual dates, but I don't want to do that because then it'll be out of sync. So anyhow, so again, it's just keeping it really simple, and I'm not reorganizing my entire work life. It's already, the structure's already there to follow. So it's really just as simple as copying and pasting. And again, don't get me wrong, like as you're building it out, there's an initial build out, but do it with what comes up now. Don't like go back and archive everything from archives, right? Just start from where you are and go. It's like a software update, right? It just is new stuff, right? So you put your new stuff in it rather than worrying about all the other stuff. That may not have been a great analogy. I'm sorry.
So here's another one of my grounded takes. Here's what I leave you with today. A trusted system isn't built during your best week. It is maintained during your busiest one. Don't wait until everything feels out of control before you reconnect with it. Small resets prevent big recoveries. And sometimes places where your system is creating friction isn't a failure, they're feedback. Pay attention to them. They're usually showing exactly what your system needs next. Because the goal isn't building a perfect system, the goal is building one that actually grows with your work. Over the last 4 episodes, we've really begun to build the foundation of what I call the grind to grounded methodology. We've talked about systems over software. We've talked about one trusted place. We talked about the search tax. And today we talked about the executive reset. So those aren't isolated productivity tips. They're different ways of thinking about your work. And when you start thinking differently about your work, you naturally begin to work differently. And in our next episode, we're going to continue building on that foundation with another challenge you face in the corporate world. So until then, keep observing, keep understanding, keep improving, and keep moving from chaos to clarity.